I've been hooked into this game for weeks now, and I don't know why I can't stop playing it. But it's all good, right? As long as I'm having a chill and fun time playing it, since it's not a stressful game to play, right? So I tried Valorant for the first time and made a video about my first few games. It was a fun time with my friends, all online. Then I wanted to play again for a second time, and I realized something terrible. Everyone that I'd played with had quit the game completely. Now, I had that Valorant itch again, and crazy enough, my brother is back online. He's the main reason I started playing this game in the first place, and still, all this time, we have both never gotten a competitive rank. Actually, he's never even queued a competitive match before, ever. This changes today. Along with this goal, this week I have set out some other things that I also needed to do. 1, we are getting a comp rank, both our first time ever. 2, I need to use the Sheriff since I've never even picked one up. 3, I'm going to try and get the top spot on the leaderboard at least once in a proper competitive game. Quick info on my brother. My bro is just like me, both huge gamer fans since day one.
I watched the majors. Heretics are really cool. I like Benji from Heretics.
And with each far too many thousands of hours on Call of Duty since we picked up the first one way back with the original Modern Warfare 2. Equal in so many ways meant that there is a question that is difficult to answer and neither of us really want to know the answer to. Who is the better Valorant player? After all these years playing the same games as each other, who would come out on top as the king of Valorant between us? Deep down, I feel like I did need to find this answer out for myself. I sat my desk right, I made a strong coffee, and it was time to game. It would be a quick way to get tilted at the game by jumping right into a comp match without any warm-ups and not having played for the past few weeks. I needed to get my aim built back up into some kind of muscle memory.
Died instantly twice. Let's keep going.
So it was time to pull out the Sheriff to get back into the swing of things and to practice with this new gun at the same time. This weapon is one that requires super accuracy and patience, something I've really struggled with in Valorant. So difficult, but so powerful. It started off really rough. Man, I suck. The problem with these weapons compared to most is that you only get one shot before a pause. It's not like with the rifles and SMGs that you can just hold down fire and you only need to hit a few of those bullets to take them down. With the Sheriff, you get one shot just like sniper rifles. Think of the Operator, Marshal and Outlaw, but unlike those, this Sheriff doesn't zoom in with the scope to make things easier. It doesn't have a scope at all. I think of it as the hardest weapon in the game. Crazy powerful, but only if you hit headshots, each and every time. A true skill-based gun, a skill in which I didn't have. I kept on trying, hoping I would warm up. Then, this happened.
Oh!
It kind of felt almost natural. Was I switching on here with my muscle memory and aim?
Oh, took the head off that one.
More shots rang out. Some missed, but some hits. By the end of the death matches, I had a smile on my face from the shots that I did land. And I felt like I'd improved so much since the first ever time I opened Valorant not too long ago. This was awesome. They say time flies when you're having fun, and just like that, we had a small win.
Four?
Been using the AWP lately, loving it.
5? I'm going off. Learn this new Sheriff.
I could confidently say now that yeah, I've used the Sheriff before, just a couple of times, and it's incredibly fun. It was also here that I changed some settings. I kind of knew that even though it might not seem like it at first, having the right crosshair setup as something you like can really help. I knew this, but I'd just been putting off changing any settings up until now. It was time to fix it. It was time to get dialed in. And it seemed like it had worked. It got late fast after queuing death matches, so we lined up a time to get back on the next day to go for some wins. I said to my brother, let's jump into some comp games, but George just wasn't really completely sold yet on the idea of competitive mode. He hasn't done it before, so that first time that you start venturing into the unknown, it's always a bit of an effort. He ran me through some more settings changes that he thought would be smart, and that seemed to really click as well. Things were looking great. I had my head up high when playing because I only just started recently getting into Valorant, and I could see right with my own eyes how much better I was playing. The improvement was coming quick.
Here.
Vandal to your left.
One
Spike
less.
planted. One enemy remaining. Last
alright.
player.
We were on a roll, and it felt like we both really knew what we were doing in Valorant now. I asked him if it's time for comp.
You doing compy?
Yeah.
Yep.
Match found.
Let's go, George. First game.
And then we queued for it. The first time ever for him, and the first time ever together.
Yeah, he'll be quick. Doesn't get any luck.
Yeah.
One down.
Spike down B.
Come on, yeah. So I'm flashing.
Look
Here,
out.
guys.
We had some good moments, but towards the end of the match, it went bad. Really bad, really fast.
You right?
Flawless.
I didn't know you can even
Nice
look
try.
down.
GG's.
Defenders win.
Wow. Yeah, it's just map knowledge thing.
This was my brother's first ever comp game, and I was the one that just convinced him to queue with me. Otherwise, he wouldn't have done it by himself. And now, I wasn't completely sure if he was even going to bother with comp again. To my surprise, I logged in and saw my bro was online again. Cool. And to even more of my surprise, he was keen to play again. This was a real big relief for me. And I hadn't even had a chance to open Discord yet before I heard him hit Q on competitive. Jord was not going to let that game from last night be the memory of what comp is like.
Spike down A.
What's going on here?
Spike.
That's crazy.
I could see right away that he wasn't going to let the game beat him like that and give up, not ever knowing what rank we would get put into. We had a goal set and we were not going to stop until we got it. We jumped into a game, and this one made me realize that that time away from the game, even though it didn't feel like really long, really was in Valorant time. 2 brand new characters, and I had zero clue of what they did.
Spike down B.
My ult's ready.
We lost again, but my brother and I were running strong on motivation to try our best in Valorant. I went back to the drawing board. The drawing board for me in Valorant being the practice room. I picked the new characters and took my time learning the abilities so that whenever they were coming flying at me, I would at least have some idea of what they did and what I needed to do about it. I googled the details of what the different CC was in the game, like decayed and suppressed, and really took the time to absorb all the details. I was serious about improving my gameplay here and not losing any more easy games that we shouldn't have lost. I felt so in control and it was great. While I was here, I got the training dummies up so I could dial in my aim along with my new knowledge of these latest agents into the game. The bots come up and I started practicing my flicks. And I missed nearly everything. My jaw felt like it had just fallen onto the bench in disbelief. Midway into the week of playing Valorant, I was sure that I would be getting better. More improved hand-eye coordination, becoming one with my mouse and keyboard, with lightning-fast reflexes and instantaneous reactions to what the other team was going to be doing. I thought I'd be cracked, in other words, this many days into the challenge. How could I not be after getting more and more experience in the game? But here I was, with the worst example of aim that I had ever shown to myself. It was horrible, and I could feel myself getting frustrated fast. This needed to be fixed. I tilted my chair upright, moving closer to the screen, not slouching anymore. I committed more to my movement and tweaked my crosshair to be a little bit more tighter. The biggest thing for me, making sure the center dot was removed so that the lines helped me line up the head area of the enemy and when they got right into the center. I would have a perfectly clear shot, focusing on nothing other than seeing their head right in the middle. I've tried using just the center dots in the past, but for me, I know that a dot covering their head makes me aim way worse. It was a good time saver knowing exactly what crosshair style I liked. I put more time into the training targets and I was ready for day 4. I thought about this all morning before I finally got the chance to log into Val. I had come up with an idea. I was going to get Omen back out. I had an agent in mind that I wanted to play. One ability was a teleport. He could also put a smoke screen out, even if it did take me 30 seconds to place it properly. But most importantly, I was excited for the ultimate ability. A teleport anywhere button that would have the other team shaking in their boots because chances are I would be about to attack from behind.
Watch them run.
Me and my new chosen character were ready, and his name was Super Reaper. Oh, I mean Omen. I had this feeling about picking Omen. When I first started playing, I was quick to jump to him, but I wasn't ready back then. Now, I'm at least a little bit better at the game, and it was time to get back into playing Super Reaper. Paired with my quick warm-up routine of shooting some targets in the training room before the game and dialing in my mouse flicks randomly on my teammates at the start of the rounds. Yes, I was pretending shooting my own team in the head, and they didn't even know about it. I had this confidence about myself. It was here that we run into something that I really haven't seen too often, and that's a toxic Valorant player.
They're leaving A coming to B.
Corner's in the corner.
Spike down B.
Nah, not sure, not sure.
Someone died.
Damn it, dude.
Carry that weight.
Gosh darn it.
Just swing. What are you
this way.
waiting for, guy? What the fuck? You don't have
Unlucky.
Hey, Whiff, be friendly. You haven't said anything except for negativity, brother. Not good enough. Come on.
Yeah, come on, guys.
Nah. Val's better. I know I play Counter-Strike, so it's brand new to me. Fucking way nicer.
That's all good, man.
One of the best things about this game is that for whatever reason, people are just way more chatty and way more chill than other games I've come across. Counter-Strike is terrible from my experience. Call of Duty too. But most of the time, I find people on Val are just cool people. Then there was this guy. But on this channel, we are always about seeing games for the fun that they can be. And we don't have the time of day for people that want to bring anyone else down. It had been a really rough time. I just couldn't believe the run that we had had up until this point. And in the back of my mind, I really thought that my brother would give up on the game at this point. Seeing as only just recently it was so easy for him to just quit the game and not look back. This is not the way to keep him interested in playing. And this is not the feeling I remember each time I thought about opening Valorant. It was destroying my whole way I looked at the game and if it's something I even wanted to put myself through.
Last player standing.
My bad.
Still, for some reason, a part of me wanted to queue again. Surely a win was around the corner, and my comp rank was only one single game away. Surely it wouldn't be in the iron lowest ranks, right? I really can't say I believe that. We had lost 4 games in a row. But even if we did lose this one again, and my brother gave up completely on the game, at least I'll have a funny story to tell, I thought. The story of the back-to-back losses we had, and the moment that made us give up on Val forever. I really didn't want that to be the case. And to make matters worse, Omen didn't go very well for me again. I wanted for him to be my main agent now, every time that I see how cool he looks. But I'm just not good enough for that playstyle yet. I felt defeated and gave up on playing Omen. I went back to Sky, queued up with my bro, and jumped into a game. Determined to put my absolute best effort, aim, and strategy into each and everything I did in this game, hoping that at least something would go my way. Then, this happened.
Enough!
Oh yeah!
Not playing it that
Monster
way.
on the loose!
Oh shoot, my bad, my bad, my bad. Never mind.
Buried.
One enemy remaining.
I think that's it.
Nice.
Joe, what's going on the scoreboard? Like, is this glitching out or something?
Woohoo.
Yeah, I haven't got a kill since 13 kills.
You got this.
Got a pick mid.
Let me
Someone else
dog
won.
it.
Time to hunt.
Window A.
Hawk out. Blinded. Piss off. My ult's ready. Seek them out. Found one.
One enemy remaining.
There's another.
Flawless.
Nice.
Joe, I'm just going off. Like, I don't know how else to say
Try
it.
to get 30 kills. Try to get 30 bomb. You got 2 rounds. That's easy.
I completely went off in this competitive game. It was insane. I was top of the leaderboard for the first time ever, just like I was hoping I could do when I set the goal of being MVP earlier this week. But we still lost. I knew I would look back on this and wouldn't be able to believe it. A completely shocked memory of the streak that we were on and cannot seem to break.
Oh, we went on such a rampage in the middle there. Christ, Joe, we're cursed on this game. Actual.
Even when I more shockingly just went the absolute most berserk I've ever gone in a video game. A moment that I would never forget. But the momentum was here and straight away we jumped back into another game. It was the final day of the week and weekend, and I wouldn't be able to play with my brother after tonight as the work week would start back up. It would be so much harder to get any games in. It was now or never. A last couple of games to get in before we would turn the computers off for the last time this week.
Defenders win.
We lost the 6th comp game in a row. But because I was still absolutely tweaking from the game I had just before, I convinced my bro for just one last game. The 7th competitive match would have to be a lucky number, right? There is no possible way on earth to lose 7 games in a row, but we were already on 6. I cannot even come up with the words to recap what happens here. So please, take it all in. Just like I did right in that moment.
Just doing that.
Okay, looks like A push, ready? Just can't aim, bros.
Dizzy's up! Someone's there. Blow him up, Mosh. Yeah, it's like that. Crash is ready.
Spike planted.
You, little homie. Crash got him. I'll take it.
One enemy.
Oh! One more.
Okay, lost his flank. Just stick it, bro.
Last player standing.
Just take it. She's 144. 144.
Nice.
The wingman's down.
He died.
Holy crap.
He died. George!
Good one. Good
Go
one.
off, George!
Hey.
Go off, man!
Last player
Flanked me,
standing.
flanked me, fuck!
She has an Odin.
30 seconds left.
Go. Somebody's there.
Oh my god, I threw that and you just clutched it up.
Defenders win.
Hey, GG, yo.
Wow, I actually threw it. She's walked down the back, hit me in the side while I was just, I don't know what I was doing. George!
Did I get 30 kills?
Don't know.
I think I did, yeah, 30 bomb.
Hit the 30.
31, yeah.
George! Woo!
This was the most insane week of gaming I've ever had. Absolute cinema. And at the end of it all, we completed the goals that we set out on, and I was also able to answer the question that I needed to know the answer to. Who was the better Valorant player between the two brothers? Well, After the crazy week that we just went through, starting out with just a simple task of getting a rank, and all the hours of gameplay once it turned into something much bigger, I had a moment of realization, a completely changed and new way of thinking. It was not that easy to put into words, so instead, I thought of it like it was some kind of closing chapter to a book, or the ending of a movie, and this is how I felt about it. I used to think gaming was all about stats and ranks, but now, I know it's about the stories you create while trying to climb. Valorant is stressful, no doubt, but when we look back, it won't be about the damage done or the KD ratios that we remember. It will be the insane clutch rounds, the ridiculous losing streaks, and the feeling of being in it together. We will remember the crazy moments and know why we are hooked and can't stop playing Valorant.
And your boys get Mackie. Yep.
Yep. Hey, that's a good Sunday night right there.
Thanks, mate. That's right.
If you have made it right through to the end of this video, I have a surprise for you. A few of you have left comments or emails asking to party up with me and play Valorant. I've set up a way to do these viewer games and we'll be live streaming while doing it. If you want in, just click that video link in the top of the description to save your spot. Thank you for giving me your time to watch this video I've made. It takes me a very long time to create.